Velocity Forms offers digital replacement of your paper forms, making it easier to collect, route, and action information. In the Ivanti Neurons menu, navigate to Supply Chain Intelligence, Forms, and click Add Form. You can create a form from a template provided by Ivanti, or start from scratch. We're going to start with a blank form. Provide a name for the form and click Add Form. There are a few things that come standard on every form. The logo and the header are built into each form, although providing a logo isn't necessary. The Cancel and Submit buttons at the bottom of each form are standard too, although they aren't shown in the builder. If you are creating a form that must be filled out, and you don't want users to cancel out of it, you can navigate to the Form Settings tab and enable the Submission is Mandatory toggle. This removes the Cancel button from the form. The components that you can add to your form are in the list on the left. Just drag and drop a component onto the form, and then click the Edit button to customize it. When you are editing a component, the details about each option are shown in the panel on the right. The options available with each component depend on what the component does. Let's take a quick look at some of these components. A date and time component defaults to the current date. You can change the type of information sent to the server, though. Only send the time or only send the date. There are 3 components that allow the form designer to populate the answers for the user: a checkbox group, a radio group, or a select box, which is just a drop-down box. Use a radio group when the user is only allowed to choose one option. Use checkboxes when they can select many options, or when the response is a simple yes or no. And technically, a select box can be one or many, but you should be aware that multi-selecting things from a drop-down can sometimes be complicated on a touchscreen device. A signature component provides a text field for the user to type their name, and then a drawing pad where they can provide a signature. If you want to limit the response to a number, use a number component. If you want that number to require a specific number of decimal places, use the decimal component. This field automatically inserts the decimal separator in the same way that many banking apps do. This is best used in cases where you require a certain degree of accuracy in the number. The Take Photo component provides a button that launches the camera on the device, or, if the device doesn't have a camera, it opens a file picker. A text field component allows the user to type whatever they want in the field. Text fields also have a way to autofill the field with information from a Velocity host session. You can read up on how autofill works in the description here. And, of course, each component can be a required component, which means that the form cannot be submitted until the component is filled out. A required field has a red asterisk by it. For larger devices like tablets, the form displays the options in 2 columns by default. You can change the component to be the full width of the screen by clicking the Width button. And because the builder is not exactly what the user will see, you can click the Preview button to see what the form will look like on the device, including the buttons on the bottom. When you have finished creating your form, you can save it as a draft, or save and publish it. If it is saved as a draft, it won't show up in the menu in the Velocity client, and devices can't load it. It must be published before devices can load or submit it. If you want to customize the colors on your forms instead of just the logo at the top, that is configured for all the forms in your tenant. On the Forms page, select Global Form Settings. Choose whether the screen background is light or dark, and choose an accent color that affects the buttons and components. And finally, click on the form name to see the form details. If we skip ahead in time a bit, you can see that this page includes any bots that have been associated with the form and the form submissions.